Yo, ¿cómo están? It's Wild on Tuesday, and thank you for joining my channel. Please hit that like and hit that subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel. And remember, hit that little bell for future notifications. Alright, so this week, we're going to be going over a topic called levels of commitment. Let's go! Yo, ¿cómo están? It's Wild on Tuesday. Thank you for coming by. So this week's title, Levels of Commitment. It was actually brought to me. This is going to be a pretty short video probably, because this is just something I was talking to some guys I talk to on a daily basis from various clubs, and we always talk about different subject matters. And this one was talking about levels of commitment. There's different levels of commitment in a club. Every club is not the same. Remember that. Not every chapter is the same. I don't care what club it is. Every chapter is different. Every region, from east, west, south, north, people are different in every area. So levels of commitment always start with, it doesn't matter. You cannot judge someone without knowing their history, without knowing what they do on a daily basis. You have people who have 9-to-5 jobs, no job, night shift, truckers that are gone by weeks on ends, daily truckers are out all day. So you have to remember that how much effort are they putting for what time they have. When a guy becomes a patch, this doesn't mean that he gets to relax and just enjoy the ride. When you go through the process, you're not rising through different levels like you play in baseball, and you're going through the rookie league, A-ball, AA, AAA, then the big leagues. But it's a ladder. It's a ladder to being a stronger brother. Every step that you take from the hang-around prospect patch years in signify a stronger brother. The process and patch, it tells a story. It shows what you have shown to the club throughout the process. There's a saying, you get what you give, and that goes with the club as a whole. Remember, a club pays back to its members based on what the member puts in, how much work you put in. So the more work you put in, the more reward you get. Your commitment to the club is key. The club is it's a motorcycle club. And putting in those miles should be natural. Remember, you're a motorcycle club. Motorcycle. You have to ride a motorcycle. There's all these clubs and people I see that they just have their motorcycles in the garage and they just use it to get to church or to go to a bar a mile down the road and to show off their bike for just minimum amount of time they're riding. You got to commit to the club as a whole. If you commit to a motorcycle club, have a motorcycle. Ride the motorcycle. And if you're not proficient, learn. Some brothers may ride a ton of freaking miles every year, every day, every month, whatever. Not everybody's going to have that much time to ride. As long as you try to get out to events and certain rides with the chapter that you're with, that should be fine. Of course, there's mandatory rides that every chapter of a club will have. But don't kill yourself at the start. You got to pace yourself. It's a marathon. Some of these guys, the first year they patch in, man, they're doing everything. Going way out of their way to do things. Then after year one, they're pretty burnt out. They don't really feel like doing much anymore. Now it becomes a chore. When it becomes a chore, that's no fun. And then you have the guys in year 3 and year 4, and they're just moseying along, just trying to get that 5-year patch. And then people are just moving with emotion. I made a video, probably it was a while ago, about are you a motorcycle club or a perception of? And there's a lot of clubs out there and chapters that it's a perception of a club, an active club. It's not really, might have 10, 15 people, but all they do is show up to church, go to a bar, and they do the minimum. They never hang out with each other as a whole. They never go to each other's houses for a barbecue night, like a rotation, or a dinner with the family. They might go to once a year to a house member's house And I'm not talking just to say hi. I'm talking to sit down and eat dinner with them. You know, I like to see clubs that treat a whole club as a family, and you go to each other's houses as a whole, almost like 5 at a time. You eat dinner, hang out with the kids, bring your kids. It shouldn't be a mandatory thing. It should be just popping in to say hi without even being invited. There's a saying that I don't know if it's saying how true it is, man. The people say different things, how it's harder to keep the patch than it was to earn it. And some people say that's total bullshit. Some people say it's not. But there's a lot of work it does not stop after you get patched. There's a lot more responsibility, and the bar is set high. So you put in the time needed for yourself to reap the benefits of the club. The club will not hold your hand. You need to want it. It should not be a chore, like I said. Yeah. Some days may feel like a chore, and it could be dumb stuff that you do. But ultimately, there's way more positives outweigh the negatives. So the level of commitment, remember, is subjective per member. And each individual member should reassess their will and what they want to give to the nation, not what you want to get out of it. You need to know what you're there for. Why are you in the motorcycle club? Why do you want to be in the motorcycle club? And if you're in the club, what could you give to the nation to better the club? What could the one thing a day be that you improve someone in that club's life or the club itself? What do you bring to the table? So a lot of times, everybody's looking for themselves, right? That's why you see people, there's always some motive behind going into a club, and it's okay. Everybody has their own motives. Everybody has their own agendas. They may be starting a club, and then that's their life. Whatever it is, you got to remember that everybody's different. Not one person is going to be the same, and the responsibilities that they have at home in their personal life, you got to remember, can take a lot of time. So it does not mean you're a better club member because you go to everything. Maybe you barely have a job. And you got to remember that it doesn't matter what the job is or how much time, it's the quality of time. The quality over quantity. So, guys, in the comment section, comment. Let me know what the level of commitment, if you're in the club, what the level of commitment is for your club or just for yourself. Your personal goals, your personal commitment. The club will have minimums. What are your minimums? Your minimums should be above the minimums of the club. So some of you guys might be seeing some of those short videos of my flying going around in the plane. But I'm going to start doing some vlogs in the plane in the near future. I thought that'd be pretty cool. So if you guys want to see that, comment in the comment section. Leave me notes, email me, whatever you guys want. Till next week, much love and respect. Peace. Damn, that was a bump. Take care.